Hi Ari, it's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we slayed the giant Fosric and somewhat freed Mizrael from her prison. But she is currently too weak to release herself. So I think we have to find a way to power her up. And that is going to be by finding Thaldarin of the Lost.
What's on your mind?
And he is in the Badlands. So we're going to go there. The problem is, we don't have a flight point to the Badlands, so we have to go to the wetland. I think we have to go. We have to find a way to Thesselmar, which means we're going to be riding our mount through Dun Moreau for a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know we didn't have that flight point. We didn't go to the wetlands. I usually avoid the wetlands. It's an alright place to level, it's just a lot of trogs. Alright, so here we go. We're going to be going on a little bit of a journey today. It's also another quest that I want to do. I believe we have, called Iron Man Wants You. Speak with Prospector Iron Man at Iron Man's excavation site in Loch Madan. Skrilly Diddly, I received reports from Prospector Iron Man at his excavation site in Loch Madan. He needs some legwork done concerning another of our excavations. I don't have more details than that, but if you want to stretch your legs, then go speak with Iron Man. Alright, so let's go stretch our legs. We'll go speak with Iron Band. Might as well, it's on the way. And then we have the Thaldarin the Lost quest. So I guess I'll update you guys on that. Thaldarin the Lost was once a member of our order, the Twilight Hammer, but he lost his mind and scorned our teachings. And before he fled from us, he stole the Scroll of Mizrael. We could not catch him, but rumors say he hides in the Badlands, gibbering and mad. To bring the lady back, you must find the scroll, and to do that, you must find Thaldarin. So clearly, we are doing, if we're working with the Twilight Hammer, clearly we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so this is to the wetlands. Where is... I think it's like we have to go this way. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's this way. I just think there's like a fork in the cave. Maybe. Where we can figure out... Because there's like one route to the wetlands, and then there's another route to good old Loch Madan. I think you gotta go through Loch Madan to get to the wetlands. I remember running through there on the Night Elf Rogue a little while back. When we were doing our death run. Well, hopefully we weren't gonna die. Well, we didn't die. But it's a scary run when you're a low-level rogue. Look, get someone leveling up here. Level 6 Dwarf Priest. It's such a classic, you know, combo. Dwarf with the Dwarf Priest. It's just because they get Fear Ward. It's very strong. Especially during Classic. I think Fear Ward is now with all priests in TBC, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. Kind of like Dun Moreau nighttime. When I like shoveling the snow too in the night. It's a lot nicer. In the day, the snow just like, I don't know, just shines. And then like you can really notice like the dirty slush. Like in the nighttime, it's like the snow looks very peaceful. And it doesn't even seem like night. when there's snow on the ground. Like, you can pretty much see everything. Alright, so I need to make sure that we're going the right way here. And that this entrance up here is... It's not going to lead us the wrong way. Look at this guy. He's doing the run that I was talking about, but he's level 10. He probably died on the way here. Or maybe he didn't. But it's a tough run, especially in the wetlands. Because you had to run through the wetlands. Everything there is like 20 plus, so... If you pull one little spider or crocodile, you're pretty much dead. Alright, so let's see what this... Loch Medan's this way. Okay, good thing we've seen that post. Because we were about to go the wrong way. Who's that? Another night elf. Look, level 4. They just can't wait to get out of Teldrassil, you know? It's night elves. They just hate it there. I don't blame them. Leveling in Darkshore is kind of sad. It's always raining. The skies are always gray. I'm not a fan of Darkshore myself, but it's actually a pretty good place to level. There's tons of quests there. And, they're not too far away from each other. Some people call Darkshore the Barrens for the Alliance. Like, there's just so many quests you can do. And you can level there for a pretty long time. Alright, so here we are. We are now officially in Loch Medan. Now it's time for us to enter into this area. We need to find an inn where we can make our home. It's going to be our new home while we level in the Badlands. So let's queue up for some dungeons. I might as well try to find an alderman while we're here. We'll be doing this every episode. Until we can hopefully find one. Okay, so I think there's a little village right up here. Little dwarven village. There we go. Now we have found the Griffin Trainer, our master. Here's the little pub that we need to go into. The Stout Lager Inn. Okay, so let's make this place our home.
Great to meet you. Safe travel. Well met.
Thesselmar blood sausages.
Keep your
I don't
feet
think
on
we'll
the
be doing
ground.
that quest.
What can I get for you
They
today?
don't sound too good. I guess we'll have a Rhapsody Malt while we're here.
See you soon.
There we go. It's a weak beverage. You can't make this place your home? The general goods vendor? How about there he is. There he is.
What can I get for you today?
Innkeeper Hearthstove.
See you soon.
Alright, so there we go. We've had a pint. Now it's time for us to get out of here. We have a new home. And now we have to find the guy. Iron Band, yes, this is him. So he's at the excavation site in Loch Medan. Okay, well I know where that is. We actually did this quest on Trap and Trav. So none of this stuff's really new for me. Just too bad. Like, I've done these quests pretty much within the last year. So I kind of know the Alliance somewhat well now, I could say. It was a fun experience on Trap and Trav, because a lot of those quests were like my first time doing them. This is like my second time leveling up an Alliance character in Classic. But one thing I am looking forward to is the TBC leveling as Alliance. I never did that. And that's what we will be doing on Squiddly Diddly. Okay, so we should be close to the excavation site here. Hopefully we can find this Iron Band fellow. Peace Bloom. This place is pretty dangerous, man. Level 14 bears. It's not too dangerous for us, but I remember seeing a lot of people die in Loch Medan. It's one of the reasons why I avoided it. So is this the excavation site over here? Yeah, Iron Band's excavation site. There we go. We found it. I knew it was down here. Alright, so let's have a chat with Iron Band, see what he wants. Get off our mount. Maybe we'll make this our little pick. It's another thing, too, that's a lot different compared to Trap and Trap. The screenshots. Since Draenei's are so tall, the screenshots are always, like, you're always looking down on people. Although we're trudging through a slow period at these ruins, I'm confident it won't last long. But in the meantime, I could use someone like you. Would you like to aid the Dwarven Explorers Guild? So Stormpike sent you, did he? Good. I have a big task for you. Find Egmont. Prospector Egmont was in charge of our excavation sites in the Badlands to the southwest. I say was because, well, I haven't heard from him in weeks. I need you to find Egmont so I can get his report. Last I heard, Egmont was at the southernmost dig site in the Badlands, a tiny operation past the Anger Fortress. I'd start your search for him there. So we have to find Egmont, and we will get this this belt that sucks. This rib prospector belt. But at least we get some gold R.
Be good.
And a little bit of jade. Alright, so here we go. Off to the Badlands. I always thought it was interesting that such a high-level zone is connected to like a low-level zone. You know, like everybody here is like level 15, maybe 16. And then if they go to the Badlands, so I guess that's why they call it the Badlands. Everything is there is like level 30, 38, 39, 40. Must have been interesting, like your first time playing as like the game. You're like, oh, I wonder what's down here. And then they check out the Badlands and they're like, oh my gosh, everything's so high level. That's one thing I miss about MMOs. Or just games in general, like just the exploration. There's a new MMO coming out called Lost Ark. It's coming out in a week or so. Won't be playing it, but I'm interested to see how it does. I hope it does well. It supposedly has a Diablo 3 combat style hack and slash. But supposedly the PvP is really fun. But who knows, maybe we'll check it out down the road, but one thing I know now is I'm just staying away from the 3 uploads per day. For a little, I don't know, probably forever. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Alright, so we found the dig site here. Maybe we can find Buddy's body. Oh my gosh, who the heck are these guys, man? The Shadowforge Warriors. I think he might be over there. We're looking for his body. I don't even know what his name is. Egmont. See what everything. They're not too high of a level. They're pretty high. Well, we might be in trouble. Actually, never mind that. Ridge Stalker ran away. So I think we'll be okay. We don't pull anything else. No, don't attack him. Okay, good. Let's heal up. Oh my gosh. These stealth tigers. Alright, here we go again. We will find Egmont. I have a feeling he's near that excavation site where all those Dark Iron Dwarfs are. And they are probably connected with the Twilight Hammer. Is that Egmont over there? And some gold thorn. Got a little outhouse over here. Purple Lotus. Yeah, we can't loot any of that stuff. So we're probably going to have to go a little bit more south if we want to find Egmont. Some more quests over here. Prospector Rydell. A couple of dwarves and a boomkin. Where'd they say he was? Last I heard, Egwin was at the southernmost dig site in the Badlands. Tiny operation past Angor Fortress. Okay. So we have to go to a southern dig site. I think I've been here. I think it's the dig site that's been ran over or taken over by Trogs. Trogs are actually they are dwarves. It's really because the old gods made I don't think it's the old gods. The Titans made the dwarves, I believe. And they also made the Trogs. It's just another version. Oh, look, nice guy. Hooked me up with some kings. We got a hunter out here. A lot of alliance out here tonight. Reminds me of Trap and Trap. I had a wolf just like that. Alright, so here we are at Trog City. So let's found Egmont too. Just take a look at him. Oh man. Would you look at that? It's been here for a while. All the flesh is like rotted off his face. The skeleton must be the unfortunate remains of Egmont. His body is broken and battered, and his bones picked clean. Yeah, probably by the vultures. Alright, Egmont's tracks lead from the west. It is easy to tell from the bloody smears across rock and sand that the dwarf crawled some distance. And here he died. Upon close inspection, the word Murdaloc is roughly scrawled in a patch of Badlands sandstone, scrawled next to Egmont's dead hand. So we had to slay... What the heck was that? Oh, it's a dwarf hunter. We have to slay some Stonevault blood snappers. Looks like he found Egmont as well. Let's see if they want to group up. So I'm going to start smacking these guys. Looks like they're on the same quest. I don't really mind grouping up. I'm going to start smacking these. Get wrecked. So we have to slay 12 of these guys. We got to find Murdaloc. I think we'll eventually find him. That's right, get him. That's right. I wonder what his pet's name is. Snaggletooth. Pretty good name for a pet. Question is, where is this, oh wow. So I'll just drop Wind Fury. I wonder if the pet can get Wind Fury. Get him. getting a little brave here. We got Wind Fury proc, that's awesome. Oh man, I got resisted. Okay, let's drink up here. And then, I know Murdaloc's hiding somewhere. I just forget where. He's usually walking around. There's like a little excavation, like dig site down here that he sometimes hangs out in. Look at that hit. Like, we're trucking with the Shaman. Now that we got Storm Strike, life is much better. That's why I can't wait for Crusader Strike. I think it's called Crusader Strike on my Paladin. It's nice having like an instant cast like hit that just does a lot of damage. Okay. Let's choose Gift of the Naru. Here we go. And where will we find this? It's got to be here somewhere. Doesn't look like he's hanging out here. Sometimes he could be back here. There he is. Is he up there? Or is that him right there? No, it's not him. It's pretty hard to find, man. I guess we'll just run around here and help. Help the hunter here. I think he's over here. Oh, there he is. I found him. There he is. Level 42 Murdaloc. Let's see how we do. Oh, we're gonna destroy him. Look at that. I'm bringing in my totem. Should probably let Synasti get a hit here. There we go. There we go, we found Murdaloc. That's right, finish that up, and now we got one more Bone Snapper to slay, and we will be done. And I think, Synastic found it. A lot of people do that, they just name their character, like, based on what they're eating at the time. It's not a bad way to name your character. Look at these guys, the ogre bosses. They just walk around Badlands like they own the joint. Look, they got a little strut to their step too. Maybe that's just like. Alright, GG. GG? You done? Or do you need another one? I wonder if I can give her... I can't give her a buff. That's one thing about Shamans. Like, yeah, you give a lot of buffs, but you can't do drive-by buffs. Well, still gotta get Bone Snappers. Okay. Like, we will help it with that. Drop the Wind Fury Totem down. There we go, all done.
Woohoo!
Tell her a joke.
What do you mean there's an octopus on my face?
Great!
There we go. What do you mean? So I think we're done.
I like my ale like I like my men. Dark and rich.
Dark and rich. So I guess she likes the Black Dragonflight. I think they're rich. Let's try another one here.
When we arrived here, I lost many jewels that had been in my family for generations. If you could get your hands on my family jewels, I would be deeply appreciative.
What?
I don't like to be underground. It reminds me of death.
No, I agree. It's like we're actually having a conversation. Oh, we got another one. Look at that hit. Oh, I gotta... taking down my Wind Fury totem. I think we've overstayed our welcome here. All the trogs are spawning back.
May the light guide your path.
There we go. So let's go back and turn this bad boy in. Oh, it was fun. Sinestick was a good hunter. Dealt with those trogs easily. Okay, so now we have to go back, I believe. And we have to report our findings to, I would assume. I assume the guy we talked to earlier. Iron Man. Prospector Iron Man, yeah. Okay, so let's go talk to him. And then, that'll be it. See what he has to say. What are we doing here with our looking for group? Doesn't seem to be too many looking to do Alderman at the moment. Alright, so here we are back in peaceful Lochmadan. It's a nicer place than the Badlands, that's for sure. We're going to be heading back to the Iron Band's excavation site.
What can I do?
You got
for
my
you?
attention.
What can I do for you? Also, a game came out recently, another new game. Dying Light 2. I played Dying Light 1, it was a lot of fun. Do a lot of parkour stuff, you get to kill zombies. I think it's a good combo.
Interest you on a pint?
Alright, so let's tan this in. This is sobering news, Squilly Diddly. But Agmond had a strong arm and a fierce hammer swing, and his skull was as thick as they come. Although he was killed by those cursed trogs, I'm sure he took a lot of them down with him. So now we're going to get a weapon called the Rock Pulverizer. It's almost as good as our two-hander, but it's not quite there yet. Agmond's fate. The last report I received from Agmond is troubling, more so now that he's dead. He mentioned that... Who's this? What the heck is this guy? Who is that guy? The last report I received from Agmond is troubling, more so now that he's dead. He mentioned that his diggers uncovered ancient urns at the dig site outside Alderman. I fear that the urns he found at the site incited the trogs, just as the idols I found there. I need you to get those urns for our studies. Go to the Alderman site, gather the urns, then return to me.
Watch, get her back.
Alright, so we'll hold on to that. That was an interesting little experience with that dwarf. He just came out of nowhere. That's the funny thing about being in first person. You don't really get to see your surroundings that much. I think it's an interesting way to play, too. Yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.